Jim Jones was a complex figure whose life journey was marked by both admirable achievements and disturbing controversies. Born on May 13, 1931, in Crete, Indiana, he grew up in a time of social upheaval and racial tensions in the United States. From an early age, Jones displayed a fervent interest in religion and social justice, eventually leading him to establish the People's Temple in the 1950s. Initially preaching messages of equality and communal living, Jones quickly gained a following, particularly among marginalized communities. One of the most intriguing aspects of Jim Jones' life was his ability to captivate and influence his followers. He possessed an uncanny charisma and oratory skills that drew people to him, earning him the title of father among his devotees. However, beneath the facade of benevolence lay a darker side to Jones' leadership. As his influence grew, so did his authoritarian control over his followers. Reports of psychological manipulation, physical abuse, and even sexual misconduct within the People's Temple began to emerge. Perhaps the most chilling chapter in Jim Jones' story is the tragic events that unfolded in Jonestown, Guyana on November 18, 1978. In a mass murder-suicide, over 900 members of the People's Temple, including children, perished after consuming cyanide-laced flavor aid at Jones' command. Despite the horror of Jonestown, Jim Jones' legacy continues to intrigue and perplex historians and psychologists alike. What drove a man who initially championed social justice to commit such unspeakable acts? Was it unchecked power, mental illness, or a combination of both? To this day, Jim Jones remains a cautionary tale of the dangers of blind devotion and the abuse of charismatic leadership. His life serves as a reminder of the importance of questioning authority and safeguarding against the manipulation of vulnerable individuals. On November 18, 1978, 918 people died in a mix of collective suicide and murder in Jonestown, a commune founded by Jim Jones, pastor and founder of the Popular Temple, a Pentecostal Christian sect with a socialist orientation. Although some people were shot and stabbed to death, the vast majority perished after drinking, under the pastor's orders, poison mixed with fruit punch. In the mid-1960s, Templo Popular moved to California, considered more open to ideals like those defended by the pastor. In the following years, the movement gained enough popularity for Jones to circulate among the powerful. First Lady Rosalind Carter, for example, met with him several times. Masa seda também desperto suspeitas e investigações da mídia americana que exploru relatos de dissidentes sobre suposto estilo messiânico e ditatorial do pastor. O escrutínio levou Jones a buscar refugio na Guiana and consegue permissão das autoridades locais em 1974 para render terreno em meio a selva e criar uma comuna longe de olhos mais curiosos. Jonestown, as the settlement was named, had a school, bungalows, and a central pavilion, as well as space for inhabitants to grow vegetables. The pastor and hundreds of followers moved there in mid-1977. The only form of contact with the world was a shortwave radio. There were reports that Jones promoted a dictatorial regime marked by severe punishments and the presence of armed guards to try to prevent escapes. The pastor also warned his followers that American security services were conspiring against Jonestown, and that one of the solutions would be revolutionary suicide. Something that, by the way, would have been rehearsed a few times in assemblies. In 1978, alerted by the concerns of relatives of members of the commune, Federal Deputy Leo Ryan traveled to Guyana with a delegation of 18 people to visit Jonestown.